meal to feed 100 chickens for 12 weeks? How many birds will be needed to feed 80 chickens for 18 weeks? I'm listening.
150 bucks.
That's incorrect. For the bonus, in front of him. All right, you two are out of time. It was 6 birds. 6 birds. Next question to Infansipim School. It takes 10 men, 8 hours to erect 12 signposts. At this rate, how many hours would it take 8 men to erect 16 signposts? Last few seconds. Yes.
20.
20 is incorrect. Incorrect. For the bonus,
Pass.
you're passing as well. It was 13 hours and 20 minutes. 13 hours and 20 minutes. Okay, St. Augustine's College. For every 5 apples Fiona drops into a basket, her sister picks out 2 after she drops the 5th apple. How many apples will Fiona have to drop in the basket for the number of apples in the basket to reach 90 for the first time? Yes.
60.
60 is incorrect. For the bonus, you're passing. It was 148. 148 we needed there. Right, Infansipim, your question. The first 4 terms of a sequence are 4, 3, -1, -2. These first 4 terms are repeated infinitely. The terms are consequently added. On which term will the sum of the sequence be at least 100 for the first time? The terms are consecutively added, okay? On which term will the sum of the sequence be at least 100 for the first time? 32 is incorrect. For the bonus, St. Augustine's?
Pass.
You're passing. It was 97 we were looking for, 97. Right, St. Augustine, your last question of this round. 30% of the balls in a box are red and the rest are yellow. 40% of the red balls and 20% of the yellow balls have black spots on them. If a ball is drawn at random from the box, what is the probability that it will not have a black spot? Yes.
74%.
74 is correct. Infansipim, your last question of this round. There are 4 times as many females as males in a choir. 20% of the females and 25% of the males are soprano singers. If a member of the choir is randomly selected, what is the probability that he will be a soprano singer? Okay, we're out of time.
Pass.
You're passing. It was 0.21 or 21%. Okay? That brings us to the end of the R-cubed round. Let's see what the scoreboard is saying after the R-cubed round. All right, so at the end of round 2, Infansipim have 5 points, St. Augustine's College 60 points. We're moving on to the STEM round, round 3. In this round, questions are posed to both teams. They can buzz in at any time for a correct answer of 10 points or a deduction of 5 points for an incorrect answer. If I'm still reading a question, I'll continue to read it and give the opportunity to the other school to score a potential of 10 points bonus for the right answer and 5 points deducted again for the incorrect answer. So in the STEM round, every correct answer is 10 points. Any incorrect answer is negative 5 points. Right, first question. A cell, an ammeter, and a voltmeter are all connected in series. The ammeter reads a current I and the voltmeter A. Potential difference is V. If a torch bulb is connected across the voltmeter, then A, both I and V will increase. B, both I and V will decrease. C, I will increase but V will decrease. Or D, I will decrease but V will increase. Which is correct? A, B, C, or D? Okay, we are out of time. It was C, I will increase, V will decrease. Second question. In a neon discharge tube, 2.8 times 10 to 18 neon positive ions move to the right per second, whilst 1.2 times 10 to the 18 electrons move to the left per second. Therefore, the current in the discharge tube is A, 0.6 amperes towards the right, B, 0.256 amperes towards the right, C, 0.64 amperes to the left, or D, 0.256 amperes to the left. A, B, C, or D? That is St. Augustine's.
D.
D is incorrect. We're out of time. It is A, 0.64 amperes towards the right. Question 3. A girl brings a positively charged rod near a thin neutral stream of water from a tap. She observes that the water stream bends towards her. Instead, if she were to bring a negatively charged rod near the stream, it will A, bend in the same direction, B, bend in the opposite direction, C, not bend at all, or D, bend in the opposite direction. That is St. Augustine's.
B.
B is incorrect. St. Augustine's.
C.
C is also incorrect. I was looking for A, bend in the same direction. Question 4. There are 3 bodies, A, B, and C. Body A, when brought closer to B, attract. When body B is brought closer to C, they repel. We can then conclude that A, body A and B should have opposite charges, while body C should have the same charge as B. Yes.
A.
A is incorrect. I will continue. B, body B and C should have same kind of charge, while body A may have the opposite charge. C. Yes.
B.
B is correct for the plus 5. Sorry, the plus 10. Plus 10. All right. N2 is a stable molecule, and N4 molecule is unknown. P4 is much more stable than molecular P2. Which is the best explanation for this difference? A, N2 has valency electrons only in bonding and non-bonding orbitals, while P2 has same valence electrons in antibonding orbitals. B, the greater electronegativity of N compared to P stabilizes compounds with lower molar masses. C, the greater size of P compared to N results in decreased overlap in pi bonds. Or D, the reference of P to adopt smaller bond angles than N favors. That is St. Augustine.
C.
C is correct for 10 points. The normal boiling points of molecular fluorine, chlorine, bromine, and iodine increase in that order. Which of the following statements accounts for this increase? Is it A, the chemical reactivity decreases in that order? B, the London dispersion forces increase in that order? That will be St. Augustine's College. B is the correct answer. Question 8. Select which of the following associations is not correct. Brain into pineal gland, into melatonin, into biological rhythms, light and dark cycles. Light and dark cycles. B. Hypothalamus into posterior pituitary gland, into oxytocin, into ovary and follicular growth. C. Kidney into adrenal gland, into adrenal cortex, into cortical, into managing stress and anxiety. Or D. D is incorrect. Let me finish the question for
A.
Infansipim. Infansipim is also, that's also incorrect. It's actually B. B. Hypothalamus into posterior pituitary gland, oxytocin, ovary, and follicular growth. Last but one question of this round. Arthropods are the most numerous of all animal groups. This diversity in numbers may be the consequence of the presence of ancient regulatory genes present prior to the division of the prostotome, deuterosome, let me spell that, D-U-T-E-R-O-S-T-O-M, group. The evolution of increased morphological change in the basic plan of the arthropod's body is attributed to what? Is it A, differential success of alternate developmental variations, or B, flexible modular body plan, or C, genetic peculiarity among arthropods, or D, plasticity of the regulatory genes? A, B, C, or D? All right, we're out of time. I was looking for D, plasticity of the regulatory genes. The last question of this round. The majority of proteins exist as homo-oligomers rather than hetero-oligomers. That is, their quaternary structure is composed of 2 or more identical polypeptides rather than 2 or more different polypeptides. Which of the following is not a reason that quaternary structures are homo-oligomers? A. Aggregation of identical subunits gives rise to symmetry and possibly allosteric interactions. B. A slow post-translational process favors a quaternary structure with the homo-oligomers held together by covalent bonds. C. Homodimers may increase binding specificity and stability. Or D, homo-oligomerization results in a genetic savings with lower energy demand. So A, B, C, or D. That will be infansipin.
C.
C is incorrect. St. Augustine's.
D.
D is also incorrect. I was looking for B, a slow post-translational process favors quaternary structures. That brings us to the end of the STEM round. Right, so let's see what the scoreboard looks like at the end of round 3. Right, so at the end of the STEM round, Infansipim owes me 25 points. St. Augustine's College, 10 points. Right, so we move on to the 4th and final round of the competition, the one-on-one round. This is also dubbed the G-Money round, where there is 100 Ghana cedis for the G-Money wallet for the correct answers to each of the schools. If you want your own G-Money wallet, *422# will give you that to top up your ECG credits with no charges, send and receive money of all mobile monies and banks. That's your G-Money wallet. The rules are as follows. We're going to pair up our specialists against our specialists. They have 2 questions with a potential of 10 points per question correct. There are no deductions in this round. However, once you buzz, you must answer. May I please have our English specialist stay on stage, and the rest of you, excuse us please. Thank you. So Brian for St. Augustine's and William for Infansipim. Your first question. Rearrange the letters to form a word meaning to tighten. Your letters are B, E, A, T. Time is up. It's always challenging when it's a short word, isn't it? Abate, A-B-A-T-E is what I was looking for. Your second question, choose the odd one out. A, garner, G-A-R-N-E-R. B, hoard. C, dissipate. D, stockpile. Ryan.
Ghana.
That's incorrect. William.
Dissipate.
Dissipate is correct. Well done to our English specialist. May I have my mathematicians on stage, please? So we have Alexander versus Caleb. Right, your first question. A 4-number pin is to be formed such that the first 2 digits are odd and the last 2 are even. If all the digits must be unique, how many pin combinations are possible? Okay, Alexander?
100.
100 is wrong. You've got 30 seconds, Caleb. Yes, Caleb.
400.
400 is correct. 400 is correct. Second question. A book has undergone 2 printings. The second was for 3 times as many books as the first. The cost of printing per book was 20% cheaper during the second printing. If the total cost of the 2 printings was 102,000 Ghana cedi, what is the cost of the second printing? St. Augustine's.
64,000 Ghana cedis.
That is incorrect. Did you buzz? Okay.
6,400.
That's also incorrect. I was looking for 72,000. Thank you, gentlemen. May I have my science specialist on stage, please? Right, I have Samuel versus Kingsley. So Samuel for St. Augustine's, Kingsley for Infantsipim. Your first question. Tropical varieties of these structures cause flows towards the equator. The intensity on one side of these structures is described by western intensification. Despite its name, the Sargasso Sea is one of these structures. One of these structures is in the Indian Ocean, reversing direction during monsoons. There are 5 major structures of this type around the world, 2 of which rotate clockwise and 3... Yes, Samuel?
Typhoon.
Typhoon is incorrect. Good guess, though. Let me continue. Rotate clockwise and 3 counterclockwise. For the points, name these regions of rotating ocean currents. Yes, Kingsley.
Hurricanes.
No, it's not hurricanes. We're looking for something called ocean gyres. G-Y-R-E-S. Okay? Your second question. With his first wife, Barbara de May, this man opened a self-run draper's shop before spending 40 years as a chamberlain of the City Hall in Delft. After this man's development of a method to create powerful lenses, his friend Ranier de Graaf helped induct him into the Royal Society of London. Throughout his scientific career, this man created over 500 microscopes and, okay, that's
Zacharias Johnson. Zacharias Johnson.
That's incorrect. I will continue. Throughout his career, this man created over 500 microscopes and discovered infosoria, the vacuole of a cell, and spermatozoa. For the points, name this Dutch scientist recognized as the father of microbiology. Kingsley.
Anton van Leeuwenhoek.
You are correct. Anton van Leeuwenhoek. Excellent. Social scientists up here, please. Right, so we have Kwabena versus Elliot. Kwabena from St. Augustine's, Elliot from Infantsipim. 2 general knowledge questions. The philosopher Empedocles was born on this island city of Akrasa and supposedly died by throwing himself into a volcano on this island. The volcano on this island was also held to be where Typhon was captured and the location of Hephaestus' forge. That volcano is Mount Etna. This island is home to Syracuse and Palermo. For 10 points, name this Italian island.
Sicily.
That is Kwabena.
Sicily.
Sicily is correct for the 10 points. Your patience counted there. Last question. You are going to identify this leader of a nation. Elliot.
Peter Pavel.
You are correct for 10 points. Peter Pavel, the President of the Czech Republic. May I have the other contestants join us on stage, please? That brings us to the end. That brings us to the end of the one-on-one round. Let's find out what the score is at the end of this round, and therefore the end of the contest. Right, so at the end of the one-on-one round, St. Augustine's College, 10 points. Infantsipim School, 40 points. All right, so at the end of the one-on-one round, that gives Infantsipim School 400 Ghana cedi for your G-Money account. And St. Augustine's, you have 100 Ghana cedi for your G-Money wallet. Okay? All right, so at the end of the contest, Infantsipim School, 60 points. St. Augustine's School, 120 points. That means St. Augustine's go through to the next round. St. Augustine's, well done. Congratulations. See you in the next round. That brings us to the end of this contest. We're going to a short break. We'll see you after the break.
G-Money, Obiara, G-Money. On every mobile network.
G-Money, BG, Chatum with G-Money.
Hello and welcome back from the break, where we have two other schools vying for a place in the next round of SHAD's Season 7 Senior Edition. We have our teams from Accra Academy and Opoku Ware. Contestants, please introduce yourselves.
Mustafa Abdul Wahab, General Science, final year.
Glenu Arthur Tete, General Science, final year.
Aaron Adu, General Science, final year.
Samuel Peter, General Science, final year.
That's our Accra Academy team. And our team from Opoku Ware. Please introduce yourselves.
Kusi John, second year. Kofi Samuel, third year.
Hafiz Osman, General Science, final year.
Mensa Bismarck Maul, General Science, final year.
That's our Opoku Ware team. So Opoku Ware won the ballot, so they'll take the first set of questions in the right corner round. The rules of the right corner round are as follows. 8 questions, 2 minutes. They answer as quickly as they can in the areas of social literacy. If you're not sure, pass, and I'll come back if I have enough time at the end to repeat. You're allowed 1 pass per question. That preamble goes for both teams, okay, so the rule stays the same. Opoku Ware, are we ready for your 8 questions? I'm going to give you a country. I want you to give me the capital of that country. The first one, Andorra.
Andorra la Vella.
You are correct. The Bahamas.
Nassau.
Correct. Botswana.
Gaborone.
Correct. Burundi.
Gitega.
Correct. When the Speaker of Parliament takes over the office of the President, where both the President and the Vice President cannot perform their functions, how long shall it take for a general election to be held for a substantive President and Vice President?
Pass.
What message shall the President deliver to Parliament at the beginning of each session of Parliament?
Pass.
I'm going to give you the country. I want you to give me the currency. Mongolia.
Tugrek.
Correct. Turkey.
Turkish lira.
Excellent. Your 2 passes. When the Speaker of Parliament takes over the office of the President, where both the President and the Vice President cannot perform their functions, how long shall it take for general elections to be held for a substantive President and Vice President?
6 months.
6 months is incorrect. I was looking for 3 months there. What message shall the President deliver to the Parliament at the beginning of each session of Parliament?
State of the Nation's address.
You are correct. Right, so that brings us to the end of round 1 for Opoku-Ware. We're now moving over to Accra Academy. Again, you have 2 minutes and 8 questions to attempt. Pass, and I'll come back if we have time. I'm going to give you a country, you give me the capital. Chile.
Pass.
Comoros.
Moroni.
Moroni is correct. Djibouti.
Djibouti.
Correct. Eritrea.
Asmara.
Correct. Apart from the ministers of state, mention one other member of the cabinet.
Pass.
Who shall be a minister of state and the principal legal advisor to the government?
Pass.
I'm going to give you country, you tell me the currency. Chile.
Pass.
Norway.
Euros.
Is incorrect. Your passes. The capital of Chile, please.
San Juan.
San Juan is wrong. Santiago is what I was looking for. Apart from the ministers of state, mention one other member of the cabinet.
Civil service.
No. I was looking for the president or the vice president. Who shall be a minister of state and the principal legal advisor to the government?
Speaker of Parliament.
No. I was looking for attorney general or minister of justice. I need the currency for Chile.
Pass.
Oh, you had all the time. You could have taken your time. It was actually the peso on that one. That brings us to the end of the round for Accra Academy. All right, so at the end of the right corner round, Accra Academy have 30 points, Opoku-Ware School have 70 points. Right, we're moving on to the R-cubed round, but we have a newbie on the Accra Academy team. Please introduce yourself.
Ampofu Baldwin, General Science, final year.
You're welcome, Ampofu. Okay, so the R-cubed round is the next round, round 2. Please listen to the rules. The areas of question are going to be in reading, writing, and arithmetic. You are posed questions in order. If you have the right answer, you get 10 points. Wrong answer, minus 5 points. If I'm still reading the question or you get it wrong, I pass it on for a possible bonus of 5 points to the other team. Or, again, a deduction of 5 points for an incorrect answer. So to summarize, if it's your question, 10 points. If it's a bonus, plus 5 points. All incorrect answers, minus 5. Are we all clear on that? Okay, so our first question is going to go to Accra Academy. English questions, here's your preamble. You are to choose the odd one out. That preamble will continue until I tell you otherwise, okay? So, odd one out of self-denial, self-sacrifice, adulation, abnegation, or abnegation, sorry.
Adulation.
So adulation is the correct answer in that one. All right, Opoku-Ware, yours, odd one out. Ensue, succeed, supervene, precede. Odd one out, please. Yes.
Precede.
Precede is correct for the 10 points. Accra Academy, again, odd one out. Bloom, wither, languish, droop. Odd one out.
Wither.
That's incorrect. For the bonus,
Bloom.
bloom is correct for the bonus. Again, you're choosing the odd one out, Opoku-Ware. Forlorn, sanguine, hopeful, bullish. Odd one out.
Hopeful.
Hopeful is incorrect. For the bonus,
Pass.
you're passing. We're looking for forlorn there. Forlorn. Okay, preamble for the next set of questions. You are to complete the idioms. The meaning of the idiom will be given, and you will complete it for me. All right? To make money unexpectedly is to hit the
Jackpot.
You are correct. A bit louder for me, please. Opoku-Ware, same preamble. Meaning too much. Tall what? Tall dash.
Order.
You are correct. For 10 points. A tall order. Same preamble. Accra Academy. Something that doesn't happen often. Once in a
Blue moon.
You are correct. Once in a blue moon. Pokowari, same preamble. To carry on a contest regardless of consequences is to fight to the
bitter end.
You are correct, Samuel. The first of the maths questions is going to go to Accra Academy. All right, are we ready? 400 milliliters of a 20% salt solution was added to 100 milliliters of fresh water. What is the percentage of the salt in the final mixture? Few seconds left. Yes, I'm listening.
16%.
You are correct, 16%. Right, your question, Opokuwari. What quantity of fresh water must be added to 400 milliliters of a 40% sugar solution to reduce its sugar level to 25%? Yes, I'm listening.
240 millimeters.
You are correct, 240 milliliters. Accra Academy, your maths question. How many 5-digit numbers can be formed using only odd digits if every digit can be used only once? Yes.
120.
You are correct. 120. Opokuwari, your question. A 4-number pin is to be randomly generated from the digits 2, 3, 4, and 5. If the pin must have an odd number in the first and the last positions, respectively, how many different pins are possible? I'm listening.
8.
8 is incorrect. For the bonus?
4.
4 is also incorrect. I was looking for 64. 64. Accra Academy, your maths question. The length of a rectangle was increased by 30% and its width was decreased by 20%. What is the percentage change in the area of the rectangle? I'm listening.
It increases by 20%.
That's incorrect. For the bonus?
It increases by 4%.
That's also incorrect. It increases by 10%. 10%. Opokuwari, your question. The radius of a circle was increased by 40%. What is the percentage increase in the area of the circle? I'm listening.
16%.
16% is incorrect. Yes, Accra Academy.
80%.
80% is also incorrect. I was looking for 96%. Accra Academy, your last question of this round. If 32x plus 32x plus 32x is 84, what is the value of x? Sorry, it's 94. 94, sorry. 32x plus 32x plus 32x, 94. What's the value of x?
(47/48).
We'll give it to you. All right? Last question of this round goes to Opokuwari. If 4x plus 4x gives us 15, what is the value of x?
(15 on 8).
15 on 8. You are correct. 15 on 8. Brings us to the end of the hard-fought R-cubed round. A round of applause for them. Right, so at the end of the R-cubed round, Opokuwari have 35 points, Accra Academy 40 points. Right, so before we move on to the STEM round, we have a newbie on the Opoku-Ware team. Please introduce yourself.
Poku David, General Science, second year.
You're welcome, David. All right, so we're moving on to round 3, the STEM round. Please listen. I'm going to read questions to both teams. You can buzz in at any time if you think you have the correct answer for 10 possible points. However, if you're incorrect, you will lose 5 points. And I'll continue to read if I haven't finished reading the question for the other team to also get a bonus of 10 points. Again, should they get it wrong, they lose 5 points. So in summary, in the STEM round, 10 points for a correct answer, minus 5 should they get it wrong. If you buzz, you must speak. If you hold on too long, I will hand it over to the next team. Are we all clear on that? Okay? 10 questions. First question. A battery of 10 volts and negligible internal resistance is connected across the diagonally opposite corner of a cubical network consisting of 12 resistors, each of resistance 1 ohm. The total current in the circuits external to the network is what? All right, I was looking for 12 amps. 12 amps there. Question 3. A negatively charged particle initially at rest is placed in an electrical field that varies from point to point. There are no other fields. Then which of the following is true? A. The particle moves along the electrical line of force passing through it. B. The particle moves opposite to the electrical line of force passing through it. C. The direction of acceleration of the particle is tangential to the electric line of force at each instant. Or D, the direction of acceleration of the particle is normal to the electric line of force at every instant. A, B, C, or D. That will be Accra Academy.
C.
C is the correct answer. Which molecule from the list I give you is non-polar, yet contains polar covalent bonds? Is it A, CO2?
A.
You are correct. Question 6. The nitrite ion, NO2-, can be represented as a resonance hybrid of 2 significant Lewis structures. Which statements about this are correct? The 2 resonance structures contribute equally to the structure. That's I. The formal charge of nitrogen is 0 in both resonance structures. So is it A, I only? Opoku-Ware.
A.
A is incorrect. A is incorrect. Let me finish. B, I only. C, both I and I. Or D, neither.
Both I and I.
You are correct. Question 7. A 6-carbon organic compound containing oxygen is suspected of being either a secondary alcohol or a ketone. Which chemical or physical test will best distinguish between these 2 possibilities? Is it A, water solubility, B, melting point, C, treatment with sodium bicarbonate, or D, treatment with acidic dichromate? Accra Academy.
D.
D is correct for the question. Question 8. If 2 animals with the genotype capital A, small a, capital B, small b, times capital A, small a, capital B, small b, are mated, what is the probability of generating an offspring with the genotype capital A, B, capital B? Assume there is no linkage between the 2 genes. Okay, the chance was 1 in 8. 1 in 8. Our penultimate question. Glycogenesis and glycogenolysis So glycogenesis, glycogenolysis are controlled primarily by two hormones. Okay.
The hormones are insulin and glucagon.
You are correct. I haven't even given you the options. I was going to give the options, but he got it before then. Well done. The final question of this round. Genetic drift is best described as what? Is it A, a random change in allele frequency? A is incorrect. Let me finish. A random change in allele frequencies that benefits the population. B, changes in the proportion of homozygous recessive individuals due to random mating. C, evolutionary change due to random events. Or D, evolutionary change due to natural selection. A, B, C, or D? Yes.
B.
B is incorrect. I was looking for C, evolutionary change due to random events. That brings us to the end of the STEM round, our third round of this contest. Right, let's see what the board looks like at the end of the STEM round. Right, so at the end of the STEM round, Opoku Ware School, you owe me 5 points. Accra Academy, 35 points. Okay, so we're now going on to the final round of this contest, the one-on-one round. Please listen to the rules. The one-on-one round is also dubbed the G Money round, where you get 100 Ghana cedi for every correct answer that you give. You can get your own G Money wallet by dialing *422#. May I please have my English specialist stay on stage, and the rest of you, excuse me, please. So I have Samuel versus Samuel. Okay. 2 questions, 10 points for each correct one. I am going to give you a scrambled word. I'll give you the meaning, and you have to tell me the correct word. So your letters are M, Y, T, S, I, E, meaning to prevent or hinder the progress of.
Misties.
No. Give Samuel the opportunity. Out of time. I was looking for the word stymie. Stymie. S-T-Y-M-I-E. Okay. Second word. I'll give you the letters. I'll give you the meaning, and you have to rearrange. The letters are R, E, D, A, G, N, E, D, meaning mad or insane. Samuel.
Deranged.
Deranged. May I have my mathematicians? Mathematicians, please. So we have Ampofo for Accra Academy versus Bismarck of Opoku Ware. 2 questions, 10 points each for correct answer. Right. Listen, please. Question 1. How many 3-digit even numbers greater than 600 can be formed using the digits 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9? Bismarck.
400.
400 is incorrect.
48.
48 is also incorrect. I was looking for 72. 72. Second question. Miriam invested part of her 40,000 Ghana Gold Coast holdings at annual interest rate of 20%, and the remainder at Beige Park Holdings at an interest rate of 25%. If her investments accrued a combined interest of 8,500 Ghana cedi, how much interest did she earn from Beige Park Holdings? Bismarck.
6,000.
6,000 is incorrect. Ampofo.
28,125 Ghana cedis.
That's also incorrect. I was looking for 2,500. 2,500. Thank you, mathematicians. May I have my scientists on stage, please? Right, so we have Mustafa for Accra Academy and David for Opoku Ware. 2 questions, 10 points each for a correct answer. Question 1. Evidence for the existence of these regions includes the presence of primordial helium-3 and massive flood basalts. These structures are book-ended by a hot tail and a cooler head. The movement of the crust over one of these regions is the spots. For the points, region in which part
Magma.
Magma is incorrect. I was looking for mantle that put it. Second question. Along with two boundary conditions, a straight path, this condition is necessary for shell balance. A 2D layer with this condition is necessary for the Blasius equation. Incompressible and Newtonian fluids characterized by this condition experience a pressure drop according to the Hagen-Poiseuille equation. High momentum diffusion and low momentum convection characterize this region with notably lack of. This regime occurs in fluids that have a low Reynolds number. For the points, name this flow regime. Yes.
Viscosity.
No. I'll continue. You pressed it. Mustafa.
To have uncontinuous flow. That's unturbulent flow.
No, I'm not going to give you that. I was looking for laminar flow. Laminar flow. Thank you, gentlemen. Right, may I have my social scientists up here, please? Right, so I have Kublai Nu versus Osman. 2 questions in general knowledge. Please listen. This city is home to the Copp's Hill Burying Ground, the final resting place of Increase and Cotton Mather. The Charlestown Navy Yard and the Fanuele Hall are part of this city's national historical parks. In 1951, leaders in this city created the Freedom Trail to link historical sites like the Paul Revere House. For 10 points, name this historic New England city, the largest in Massachusetts. Right, that was Kublai Nu. I'm going to move on. Yes. Osman.
Boston.
Boston is correct. Remember, when you buzz, you must speak. When you buzz, you must speak. All right, your second question. There's going to be a photograph of a sportsman. Can you name this sportsman who's the world record holder in the pole vault? All right, he's a Swedish pole vaulter. Okay, so the name of the Swedish sportsman we were looking for is Armand Duplantis. At the end of the one-on-one round, Accra Academy have 10 points, Opoku Ware also have 10 points. A round of applause to both teams. Right, that brings us to the end of the contest. We want to see what that does to our final scores. Okay, so we're now at the end of the contest. And at the end of the contest, Opoku Ware School have 110 points, Accra Academy 115 points. So Accra Academy go through to the next round by the skin of their teeth. So, Opoku Ware, commiserations. Accra Academy, congratulations. We'll see you in the next round. My name is Evelyn Ejipong. See you next time.